Going on, everybody? KSA Kris here, the Real Estate Blitz, and today I'm going to talk about flat fees, online flat fees. And this is a topic, it's getting hot. If you are not thinking about it, you should be. It's almost like becoming that dirty subject whenever I jump online, or if I see something, or if I go to an appointment. And people are trying to hate, real estate agents are trying to hate. But I mean, the simple question I would ask, and I put it out there on the Facebook page, the online flat fee platforms are here. So I would question: Are you competitive enough? Are you competitive enough to keep demanding a commission? That's the key. Because I tell you, I run into some people. I ran into somebody yesterday, and they're one of those people. They're at all the seminars. They've been to 4 different brokerages in the last 2 years. They've only sold one house, and it was their own. But they're still out there chiming away, talking about, oh, I have so much value, I'd never reduce my commission. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's coming. It's here. It's here. But here's the difference. The online flat fee stuff, it's here, but it's not running rampant yet. Now, Purple Brick popped out in San Diego this year, and I'm hearing it here and there chiming in from different clients. But it's still sort of like Redfin. Whenever I get asked or told to be competitive with Redfin, now Purple Brick as well, it's coming from the same personality type. To me, it's almost like a for sale by owner situation. I had a guy call me yesterday. I went on a listing appointment. He's like, I love you guys. Send me a contract. Then when he got the contract, and we even talked about commission. We talked about commission because I know what I bring to the table. I know what we do. I know how we sell homes. He's like, well, I got this guy that'll do it for 3%. They'll sell my house for 3%. I says, dude, great, fantastic. You're always welcome to give me a call. I'm here to help you, but I'm not going to do it for 3%. I already told you where I'm at. I'm giving you the family discount. I'm at 5. Here's why. And then that's okay. But the difference is that I'm at a place right now to where I create enough business to where I don't have to go to 3%. I don't have to do a flat fee. But I'll get to that. He calls me up yesterday, and he's cussing and he's pissed off, and my agent this, and you wouldn't believe he never answers the phone. And he's like, look, you don't even work for me, and you still answer the phone when I call you. I says, I know. But that's kind of my thing. That's what I do. Now, I'm not saying, now this is where, somebody on the consumer side, and I might get deeper on this. I might make this 2 parts because I don't think 5 minutes is going to hold everything that's in my head. You're going to, in my opinion, you get what you pay for. Now, what's interesting, if you read any of the information that's online, especially with Purple Brick, because I'm researching them because they're competition now. If you look at what they're saying they provide just as much, if not more, than a typical real estate brokerage. Now, this is what I find really interesting. They say they do professional photos, and they also do 3D, which is Matterport. They do Matterport as well, and I find that interesting. I think it's pretty cool. But if you do the math on that, this is where a lot of agents start to lie, fibbers. Photography, let's be honest, it's anywhere from $150. A good photographers usually run you about $250, and then a high-end photographer runs you anywhere from $600 to $800. So let's say your typical home that you're listing is $250 that you're spending on that. And I'm talking about the Southern California market. I can't talk about some of these markets where they're selling, an expensive home is $150,000. Out here, median home in most of the markets I'm in, down south in San Diego is $645,000. Up north, because I'm in Riverside County as well. That's where I'm sitting. When you see these videos, I'm in Riverside, and when you see the other videos, I'm in San Diego. In Riverside, median's probably about $450,000. So, you're talking about a $10,000 commission sitting out there for the agent, either end, either side. So about $20,000. What Purple Brick's doing is a flat $3,200 to the listing agent. And they're really going after the listings, which is smart, same as Redfin in a lot of ways. It's extremely smart because if you control the listings and you can get it in mass or in volume, you can control that industry. Then you can control the buy side as well. And then the buy side is really where you make your capital in cash. I have a buddy of mine who actually he lists properties for free because the market that he's in is so hot that the odds are good. If you pre-market it, you're going to get the buy side anyway. So he's still making his money. It's just not something I personally do. But this is going to start running really, really long. So I feel like I'm just throwing a whole bunch at the wall right now. So this is what I would say. I'm probably going to do a couple follow-on videos. But long story short, online flat fee platforms are here. And you need to find out, are you competitive enough right now to keep demanding your commission? If you're going to keep demanding your commission and you're going to keep pushing that price, whether it's at 5%, 6%, or whatever that is for you, you got to add some value. You got to really start ramping it up. I might do a series here talking about what I do, how I show value. This weekend we picked up 2 listings this weekend, one for $900,000 and the other one for $800,000, and we got full commissions. One of them is a real estate agent. That's listing their house. We're listing it for them, and it's when I walk in to do a listing presentation and I show them what we provide. I challenge any purple brick person to walk in on a listing appointment with what I'm doing and go head to head with me any day of the week, because they're not competitive to what I'm doing. So I got to ask you though, are you competitive enough? Are you competitive enough to demand? If you are, fantastic. If you're not, you need to step up your game, because you're going to get left behind. Not only are you going to get left behind, but you're going to hurt other agents because your game is weak. You're going to hurt other agents that are out there because you're going to make them look bad, and you're going to help people continue to think that real estate agents suck. That's why I started the Real Estate Blitz. I started the Real Estate Blitz because I was tired of real estate agents being ignorant and stupid, because they can't afford real estate training, and also because their brokers aren't helping them. I built the Real Estate Blitz to start educating folks, so at least they will stop making us look dumb. Uneducated real estate agents, you're hurting all of us. So anyways, I'll probably do a series on this. I just find it appealing and interesting. I think it's an interesting topic. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it needs to start getting talked about. That's all I got today. Appreciate y'all. KSA Kris here, the Real Estate Blitz. Check me out on Facebook, the Real Estate Blitz. Check me out on YouTube, the Real Estate Blitz. If you want to watch what I do day to day, you can see me on Instagram. It's just KSA Kris, Kris with a K. And subscribe to YouTube. I just keep putting these up, and I appreciate the fact that a lot of people like them. And maybe one of these days when I decide to make this less of a hobby, because this is my workout fit. I come in and I do my morning routines in this, and I jump into my Superman outfit, my game day outfit when I go out to work. But maybe eventually one day I'll start dressing up in the game day stuff, because I know a lot of crappy agents are impressed by that, by showing up in fancy clothes and fancy watches, because you think that's actually doing it instead of somebody that's actually doing it. That's all I got today. Appreciate you. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.